Hello, my name's Matthew Wadsworth and I'm a lutenist. I thought it would be nice to say a few words about my forthcoming CD, which is my first recording for Channel Classics, and I'm very pleased to be involved with this great label. And I wanted to start off with Channel Classics with a CD of music that meant something to me, and I've chosen pieces from England, Italy, France and Austria, and these pieces have been part of my repertoire probably for the last 5 or 6 years in concerts all over Europe and North America, and I thought it would be a great idea to put them all on one CD and see how it sounded. The music is mainly from the 17th century. We start off with 6 pieces by John Dowland, probably the most celebrated of the English lutenists of the first half of the 17th century, and then an arrangement in fact, of Greensleeves by Francis Cutting. Those pieces are all played on the Renaissance lute, 8-course Renaissance lute. And then I switched to the theorbo, which is a giant lute. It has 14 strings, 7 stopped strings, rather like a guitar, and 7 open bass strings. And the theorbo was developed from the bass lute, and it really flourished in the 17th century, firstly in Italy, and then in France and England later on. So 2 pieces by Giovanni Capsberger, a very beautiful toccata arpeggiata, which was in fact the first printed piece of music for the instrument from 1604, and then a piece which Capsberger named after himself. It's called Capsberger, from 1640. And then 2 pieces by Capsberger's contemporary Alessandro Piccinini, a toccata and a giaconda. And then we move forward a few years to 1699, some pieces from the Cézanne manuscript, all by Robert de Vizet, a very fine French guitarist and theorbo player, lutenist to Louis XIV. So there's a suite of 6 dances, ending with a chaconne, and it's a chaconne that de Vizet transcribed from Lully's Le Bourgeois Gentilhomme. And then to end the CD, I thought it'd be very nice to have a piece on the Baroque lute, which in a way is a little bit like a cross between a lute and a theorbo. It has the versatility of both instruments, and it's a fantastic transcription of a Passacaglia by Bieber. It was originally a piece for violin and continuo, and it was transcribed by Fischer, who was actually an amateur lute player, and he did this at the very beginning of the 18th century, probably towards the very end of Bieber's own life. So it's a very mixed CD, but keeping the 17th century in mind. And for me, the 17th century is one of the richest periods of music, and I think it's very interesting to have a CD which spans almost the entire century. So that will be my first release on Channel Classics, Masters of the Lute, and I hope very much that you enjoy listening to it.